Right, right. And when it comes to feeding fresh food, one question that I get all the time is, do we have to add supplements to our dogs' diets? And I always tell people that you should supplement based on what your dogs need, but that's kind of a really vague response. So what do you say to people when they ask about supplements?
Yeah, this is what's going in my next book that I'm writing right now. This is vital. The true definition of a supplement is a concentrated food to make up for the deficiencies that we've created in the food chain over decades and decades. So a supplement doesn't really supplement the patient or the dog or the cat. The supplement supplements the diet. So let's go back many, many, many years ago when I don't believe there was cancer like there is now and chronic degeneration. So let's say a dog in the wild needed to eat 30 grams of liver a week, just, off the cuff.
Right.
And that maintained health. Food was our medicine many years ago. Now that we've adulterated their native diet for so long, thousands of generations, if you suddenly gave a dog born now, even if they're born healthy, 30 grams of liver a week, it wouldn't work because
right.
They're deficient. If you look at the concentration of vitamins and minerals in a head of lettuce 100 years ago and now, the one that we have now is so much depleted. So in order for a dog to maintain health that's born now in this degenerative society, they may need 90 grams of liver a week to make up. So a true supplement is a concentrated food, and it should be food sourced, not synthetic liver, synthetic B vitamins. And that would make up for the deficiencies that they inherited. We do see dogs 3-4 months old with cancer. And it's not because they've been eating poorly. They're born with it. I graduated Cornell in 1973. Approximately 1 out of 10 dogs got cancer. It was always a disease of the old. So we saw a young dog with a tumor or a mass. We eliminated the possibility of cancer based solely on the age. Right now, and your buddy Rodney will verify this, 1 out of every 1.61 dogs in the United States get cancer, and it's now a disease of the young because we've adulterated the gene pool through improper practices in healthcare and especially improper diet. So that's why we need supplements even if a pet is healthy.
Right, right. And so you mentioned synthetic vitamins. What is it about synthetic vitamins that make it not ideal for our pets?
I don't want to call them chemicals, but they're not organic in nature or structure. So when you're putting a synthetic into the body has to work harder. Many, many years ago when I started to do all this weird stuff, there was the Pottinger, not experiments, but studies with cats going all the way back to, I think, the 1930s. But I found a study where they took mice and they intentionally made them, it was either mice or rabbit, I think it was mice, they made them intentionally iron deficient. And then they broke them up into 3 groups. The one group got no supplementation. They died off of iron deficiency anemia. The next group, they put in ferrous oxide, or ferrous sulfate, a typical synthetic vitamin for iron, and something like 23% of them, just off the top of my head, got better. And then they took iron oxide, put it in soil, and grew it into carrots, and then did the crush up carrots in the food, and over 95% of them got better because this was organic in nature. So that's what we should be eating. We should be eating food, not synthetic. Right. And, this all natural's got to go.
Right.
And what I always say to that is, lead is all natural. Would you eat it? Yeah. And so, I've always said that if the pet food industry was created by scientists who studied the way a dog and a cat would eat in nature, we would have never created commercialized pet food the way we've come to know it exists.
Yeah.
Duh. Yeah.
No, it was obviously created for a human's convenience rather than for the health of our pets.
Yep.